Directions from question number 1 to 5. Read the given passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. In the commerce branch of TS Higher Education Institute, there were 400, 300 and 250 students respectively in the three batches, first year, second year and third year on January 1st, 2015. Every year, some students pass and move on to the next batch, and some students fail and stay in the same batch next year. Also, some new students, those who pass, join in different batches, and the students who pass out from third year leave the college. The next academic session starts from 1st January every year. The following things are known about the number of students in the mentioned years. The first point being every year, 20% of the students studying in first year, 10% of the students studying in the second year, and 20% of the students studying in the third year fail and hence stay in the same batch for next year. Second point says total number of students in the second year batch in 2016 is equal to the number of new students who joined the first year batch in 2016. Point number 3 says one new student joined in the second year batch as well as the third year batch in 2017. Fourth point says in 2017-24 more new students joined in the first year than in 2016, and so on. So we have these statements. So it has to do with how many students did we start in the first batch, second batch and third batch of 2015, then 2016, 2017, 2018. So up to 2018 is given to us. So that's the final value or final year that we have to search. We need to find out how many students studied in that particular batch in that year. Okay. Let's look at the questions to get an idea as to what kind of table we are supposed to be drawing. The first one is what was the total strength of the first year batch in 2018? So that's the future. 2015 we know that. 2016, 17, 18. So we need to go 3 years in the future. Second question is about the total number of students who failed in 2016 in all the three batches and stayed in the same batch in 2017 is. So the questions are pretty straightforward, and looks like the set is going to be somewhere between easy to moderate. We have to be very careful when it comes to the number of students in a particular batch in a particular year. So let's draw this table wherein we are going to look into the year 2015 and then 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019 in case that is required, so that we can see how many eventually students we have in the year 2019. Okay. Now, so what is going to happen is once we are given that on 1st of January 2015, the new students, as in the total students we have, is 400, 300 and 250. And out of those 400, it is given that 20% of the students studying in first year, that is 20% of 400, that is 80 students who failed. So these 80 students will continue to remain in the next year, right? While the remaining 320 students, they are going to cross over to the next year. Similarly, 10% of the students studying in the second year, 10% of 300 is 30. So 30 students will continue to remain in the same. While 300 minus 30, 270 students will move to the next year, right? And 20% of the students studying in third year, 20% of 250 is going to be 50. So 50 students will continue to remain in the same year, same batch, while the remaining 200 students will pass out. So 400 minus 80 will go here, 300 minus 30, 270 will go here, 250 minus 50, 200, these are pass out students. And the new total students will be the sum of the students who failed in that year plus the students who have moved from the lower batch, right? So 30 plus 320 is going to be 350 total students. 50 plus 270 is going to be 320 total students, right? The next bullet point says the total number of students in the second year batch in 2016, which is 350. This is equal to the number of new students who joined the first year batch in 2016. So in 2016, the total students who have joined is 350. Now 80 students were there who have failed from that batch, and 350 new students have joined in. That means we will have a total of 80 plus 350, that is 430. In other words, failed plus new will result in total. The next one, failed plus new, will result in total. Failed plus new will result in total, right, of that particular year. And obviously the remaining, the difference of new and failed of a particular year will move as new of the next year. Let's fill in the next one. So if we talk about 2016, how many students failed? So it's going to be 20% of total students of 2016, which is going to be 86. 20% of 430. So 86 students are going to fail. And next we will have 350 students we have. So 10% of that will be 35 students that are going to fail. And total we have is 320, 20% of that, which is 64 students that are going to fail. Now, out of these 350, if 35 students fail, that means the new students will move over is 315. Out of these 430, if 86 students fail, so we will be left with 344. So 344 students will be new students for that particular batch, right? And the total number of students we will have is going to be 35 plus 344 and 64 plus 315 and so on. Well, the next bullet point says one new student joined in the second year batch as well as the third year batch in 2017. So second year batch is 344, one more student and one more student. So that 35 plus 345 is going to be 380 and 64 plus 316 is going to be 380. The next bullet point says in 2017, 24 more new students joined in the first year as compared to 2016. So if you look at 2016, there were a total of 350 students who joined in the first year. It says 24 more. So if it says 24 more, so this is going to be 374. So 86 plus 374, we will have a total of 460 total students in the year 2017. Now, once we have 460, 380 and 380 total students, the number of students who are going to fail that year is going to be 20% of 46, which is going to be 92. 10% of 380, which is going to be 38, 20% of 380, which is going to be 76. Now, in 2018, if you look at the third year, 380 minus 76, so that is 304 students will pass out, right? 380 minus 38, which is going to be 342. 342 students will move as the third year student. Now, 342 plus 76 is going to be a number that ends in 8, right? 460 minus 92 students will now move to the second year. So 460 minus 92 is going to be 368. So 368 new students have come in, and 96 students failed from first year of batch 2018. So the failed students are 96, which is supposed to be 20%. So we need to have a total of 480 kids. If we want 480 kids and if 460 students were there in first year, 92 failed. So what value should we add so that we will have a total of 480 kids here? So we should have 388, right? So that if we have 388 kids and when we add 92 to that, the number of students who had failed previously, we will have a total of 480 kids. And once we have 480 kids, then in the year 2018, 20% of 480, 96 kids are going to fail. Okay. For second year in 2018, total is going to be 38 plus 368, which is a number that is going to end in 6. But if we look at the next point, it says a total of 6 new students joined in the second year batch. and third year batch of 2018. So we need to divide 6 in such a way such that both these numbers, they add up to 0. So 38 plus 368 plus 4 will end in a 0. 76 plus 342 plus 2 will also end in a 0. So let's add it. 368 plus 38 plus 4 is 410. And 76 plus 4, 80. 80 plus 340 is going to be 420. Why do we need values in zeros? Because so that we can calculate 10% and 20%, the number of students who have failed. So if we talk about how many students are going to fail, will be 10% of 410, which is 41, and 20% of 420, which is going to be 84. So 96, 41, and 84 kids are going to fail. So actually, we did not require 2019's column. We are done by the year 2018. Okay. No other new student joined in second and third year batches in any year, which was kind of okay, as we already have in each of the years, the new students, they are always going to end in not new, but rather than total. Total students are always ending in 0 for every year. Okay, now let's look at the questions. Question number 1. What was the total strength of the first year batch in 2018? 2018, the total strength of the first year batch is 480. So the answer is going to be option C. Question number 2. The total number of students who failed in 2016 in all the 3 batches and stayed in the same batch in 2017 is. So the total number of students who failed in 2016 in all the 3 batches. So failed in all the 3 batches is going to be this series, this particular column. And this is going to be 86 plus 64 and plus 1 plus 35, which is going to be 64 plus 36 is 100, 185. So option B. And these 185 students, they continued to remain in the 2017 batches, right? Question number 3. Which batch showed the maximum increase in the number of total students from 2015 to 2018? So the number of maximum number of students we see is, if you look at first year, this has been from 400 to 480, which is an increase of 80. If you look at the second year, it has been from 300 to 410, which is an increase of 110. If you look at third year, it has been from 250 to 420, which is an increase of 170. So the maximum has been for that of third year, the maximum increase. C is the answer. Question number 4. The total number of failed students in 2019 in all the 3 batches together is. So we are talking about 2019, the number of failed students, which is the number of failed students in 2018 taken as the previous year. So we're supposed to add all of this, which is going to end in 1. Since it's a theta question, so we have to solve it completely. So 11. So this is 10 plus 12, that is 221. So the answer is going to be 221. This is what we need to type, 221. Question number 5. Which of the following is equal to the total number of students in the second year batch in 2017? So total number of students in the second year batch in 2017. So let's go to 2017. Second year batch is 380. Well, this 380 is same as third year batch of 2017. So option A says total number of students in third year batch in 2017. So this is the answer. These are the total number of students that are same, while the other values are not same. They are all different for other years and other batches. So option A is going to be the answer.